Shalom. First and foremost, I would like to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashim, Yahushai, Ba'ashim Harakakodash. Yahweh is the name of the Heavenly Father, Ba'ashim is in the name, Yahushai, His only begotten Savior, Son, who the Holy Spirit, called Lord and Jesus Christ. Yahweh means He to be, He exists, the existing one. Yahushai means He deliverer, He Savior, which Israel is going to need a deliverer and a Savior in these last days from the onslaught of the devil, which is Esau and Edom, right? And these are the nations confederate for making Israel, with the thought of making Israel not a people and not a nation, right? So we had a magnitude 7.0 earthquake, right, in Mexico today, right? Today is what, the 8th of September at 5:50 a.m., right? You see it was progressing. Today's what, September the 8th, right? It was progressing. Magnitude 7.0 earthquake, 15 kilometers from Acapulco, Guerrero, Mexico, 7 September, 9:47 p.m. Alright? And on, I guess on the 8th, at 5, there was a, these were aftershocks, right? These were aftershocks, I'm guessing. These are some scenes, I'm guessing, from the quake. Right, I have a video real quick. Terrifying time, right? So this is I'm gonna start with Psalms 9 and 16, because we've been warned, about this power, the power of the Bible. He's not that this fiction, this fiction or this fable, JC, that's all passive and all merciful, right? This is not no new God. This is what Malachi 3 verse 6 says. I am Yahweh. And matter of fact, I'm gonna read that too. Let me start with there. Through the spirit and power of Hashem Yahushai. If you find out I'm kind of going quickly because this phone running out of memory, I don't know why. Try to delete everything and it's still not freeing up. Malachi 3 verse 16. Then they that feared Yahweh spake often one to Salakia. 3 verse 6. For I am Yahweh, I change not. Therefore ye sons of Jacob are not consumed. Right? Even from the days of your fathers, ye are gone away from mine ordinances. You see? Because of transgressions, because of sin, now the judgment of the Lord is coming upon you. Right? Ye have gone away from mine ordinances, and have not kept them. Return unto me, and I will return unto you, saith Yahweh of hosts. But he said, wherein shall we return? You see? The nation of Israel, them so-called Mexicans, are the lost tribe of Issachar. They ain't so lost, they found, because through the spirit they have been identified, right? And the Lord now he is known, Yahweh Hashem Yahushai is known by the judgments by which he executed. Psalms chapter 9 and 16, the Lord is known by the judgment which he executed. The wicked is snared in the work of his own hands. So Esau is going to be snared in the work of his hands. But the Lord right now, he's disgusted with the abominations of 2/3 of our people who in the spirit of the wicked. Right? So you saw panic and terror on their faces, which is what them plagues that they draw nigh, they're not slack. Right? Second Ezra 16, right? Wisdom of Solomon, right? Isaiah 29, verse 6, and the list goes on. The Lord, what they call Mother Nature, it's not Mother Nature, it's the judgment of Yahweh Hashem Yahshua because of the wickedness of the people, right? But now he's about to recover his remnant, right? He's about to recover his remnant with what? Judgments, right? With judgments. There's 1 Kings chapter 8, and I'm going to start at verse 39. Hear thou in heaven thy dwelling place, and forgive and do and give to every man according to his ways. This is a prayer to Yahweh Hashem Shai, whose heart this King Solomon had made this prayer, right? When the nation of Israel when they repent and turn back to Yahweh Hashem Shai, right? If I start boom 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 boom. If I start at verse 31, I know read it in the light, and then I'll come back to the concordance to bring out the word strong, right? Because the Lord is gonna save us with a strong arm, and that strength is going into what? These catastrophes. If you see the sky at the present, there's a thunderstorm. Right now I'm at work and there's a thunderstorm, right? See, right? Let me see if I can. I wouldn't be able to rotate, but I can show you the skies, right? I can show you the skies. The rain is now about to fall, right? It says, if a man trespass against his neighbor, and an oath be laid upon him to cause him to swear, so like, let me just jump down to the point because I already don't have the battery time. Sorry, the memory to go through. But basically, you can read it from the 1 Kings chapter 8, right? King Solomon's prayer unto Yahweh Hashem Yahshua for the nation of Israel, right? It says, 1 Kings chapter 8, verse 41. Moreover, concerning a stranger that is not out of thy people Israel, but cometh out of a far country for thy name's sake, for they shall hear of thy great name, and of thy strong hand, and of thy stretched out arm, and when he shall come and pray towards his house, hear thou in heaven thy dwelling place, and do according to all that thy stranger calleth to thee for, and that all the people of the earth may know thy name, and fear thee, as do the people of Israel, and that they may know that this house which I have built is called by thy name. Right? So who's that stranger? We them strangers in them lands scattered abroad right now. Right? We are the Israelite foreigners pursuing because we are after the curse. Right? The curse is poured down upon us. Right? It says that strong arm. So I'm going to go to that strong arm. Strong hand, right? Strong, mighty, severe, sharp, hot, firm, strong, right? Hard, bold, violent, right? So you see things like these earthquakes and these storms, like as I'm saying presently right now, right? It's a storm. If you see the trees, the leaves, right? The rainfall is like it's a storm, right? These are the judgments of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, right? The power of heaven and earth. Right? Go into it a little deeper. To strengthen, to prevail, to be strong, become strong, to grow firm, to prevail. Rigid. Right? Severe, grievous. Right? Bold. Right? The Lord is saving us with what? A strong hand. And by this strong hand, we know is Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. And this is what Esau is going up against. Right? And also in the same mind, understand, because within the definition, you see in a bad sense and in a good sense, that strong arm, right, Esau cannot countervail. Esau is not going to win. Right? Esau, all the weapons Esau have, the Lord is going to look you. The scripture said the very earth is going to spew you out. The land is defiled by the inhabitants thereof. So this way, seeing the earth spewing out Esau, right? And the wicked. The Lord knows the wicked of his people. The Lord knows all the sinners of his people, right? And they're being cast out, right? That's why the Lord said, "What? Only with thine eyes thou shalt see the destruction of the wicked." Right? Because we understand that these things were foretold from the beginning, because this is the way that the Lord does his judgment. Right? These people don't understand judgment, and they're not afraid of judgment. Right? When they see these things, they are not daunted with fear. It says, Psalms 86 and 9, all nations to whom thou hast made shall come and worship before thee, O Yahweh, and shall glorify thy name. For thou art great and doest wondrous things. Thou art power alone. Right? Yahweh Bashem Yahushai is power alone, and he is great, and he doeth what? Wondrous things. Right? Which is what? Strong hand. Right? They're gonna know. Habakkuk. This is Habakkuk chapter 2 and verse 14. For the earth shall be filled with the knowledge of the glory of Yahweh. Right? It's the glory of Yahweh. These storms, these earthquakes, these volcanoes, that's true power. Right? Esau has to mine minerals to make gunpowder. Right? They have to use technology to make weapons. But the Lord using the very elements that he created. Yahweh Hashem Yahshua, he created these elements, and he's going to use them to fight against you, Esau. Right? And the wicked of our own people, you're going to fall hand in hand, because you join hand in hand. You're going to get the same judgment. You see? Your terror is falling upon you because of your insolence, right? And your rebellion towards Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Right? For the earth shall be filled with the knowledge of the glory of Yahweh as the waters cover the sea. You see? Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, he ain't playing in these last days. Right? And only few revered men, right? Elect chosen men understand this. Psalms chapter 113 and 3, from the rising of the sun unto the going down of the same, the Lord's name is to be praised. Yahweh is high above all nations, and his glory above the heavens. Who is like unto Yahweh our power, who dwelleth on high? So it's not like unto Yahweh our power. You should just say, hey, you sit in the seat of God as though you are God, but what? You and your men and your horses are flesh. The Lord is going to dissolve them. The heavens shall be dissolved. Right? And the declaration of that is when they roll up as a scroll. Right? When they roll up as a scroll, when the missiles hit, the Most High is going to take down your rulership, Esau and Edom, with a strong and mighty hand, a hand that is going to prevail. Who humbleth himself to behold the things that are in heaven and in the earth. He raiseth up the poor out of the dust. Right? That's the elect that he raised up out of that confusion of this world. The men whose heart, whose minds he has converted unto him through the knowledge of the spirit of his power. Right? That he may set him with princes, even with the princes of his people. He maketh the barren woman to keep house, and to be joyful, to be a joyful mother of children. Praise ye Yahweh. Right? I have one more precept I want to bring out. And I think is in Zechariah. I can't remember if it's Zechariah or Zephaniah. This is Zephaniah chapter 3 and verse 5. The just power, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, is in the midst thereof. he will not do iniquity. Every morning his he bring his judgment to light. Right? What's the judgment of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai? It's actually justice. Right? It's actually justice or proper fitting measure, right? To vindicate or punish, right? So this earthquake that we just that is just happened in what, Mexico City, hit by a powerful 7.0 magnitude earthquake, killing at least one, right? The New York Times reporting it. Major quake shakes Acapulco, Mexico. At least one dead, as was reported, as the 7.1 tremor struck on Tuesday night. About 1.6 million were left without power. Right? Right? You see, shaking evokes memories of past earthquake or earthquakes past, and pictures massive quake shakes Acapulco City. Darkness envelops Mexico City neighborhoods after the earthquake. Right? Large earthquake near Acapulco, and it goes on. Right? It says, but he brings judgment to light. Look at that. To the light of day. To what? To what? To prosperity. Light of prosperity. Light of instruction. Light of faith. Right? Basically, illumination or understanding. He brings it. He makes it clear. Bright, clear. Day is as clear as day. That this is the judgment of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. All these strange rains. That storm just blew over. That storm just blew over. I just showed you a storm. Right? The storm just blew over. That's judgment. The Lord just came to judge some. He just brought that storm was to judge somebody or something. Right? Right? It says, every morning he bring his judgment to light. He feel it not, but the unjust know it no shame. The unjust know it no shame. Who's the unjust? Unjust one, perverse one, unrighteous one. Evil, unjust, unrighteous, or the wicked. Right? So that's Esau and Edom and 2/3 of our people. To act wrongfully, unjust, deviate, or to act wrongfully, to deal unjustly. Who does that? Esau and Edom. 2/3 of our people doing that because what? They're not in the spirit and power of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. They're wicked. You see? They have a thing that they just do, basically, whenever the police come and bring judgment or justice, right? And they lock up or they arrest gangsters in the neighborhood. There's a woman, or there's always women in the crowd that balling, or they're too wicked. Or they're too wicked. So there's a local meme, The too wicked woman, is a joke. But guess what? It's real. You're really too wicked, right? You're unjust, no shame. The scripture say a shameless woman shall be counted as what? A dog in the street. As a what? Bitch. A female dog is a bitch. Right? Shame. Shame, shameful thing. The feeling and condition as well as it is caused by implication and idol, a shame, confusion. You see, they're worshiping idols. They're worshiping images. They're worshiping the government. They're worshiping everything else but Yahweh Hashem Yahushai in spirit and in truth. Right? To put to shame, to be disconcerted, to disappoint. Them idols, they're going to disappoint you. But Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, he is strong. He is actually using the very nature to take down this kingdom, this heaven, this rulership. You see? I have cut off nations, and their towers are desolate. I made their streets waste, and none passed by. Their cities are destroyed, so that there is no man, that there is none inhabited. None inhabitant. Right? And this is what the Lord said. He's going to make Babylon a desolation. He's going to make Egypt a desolation. And a desolate wilderness. Egypt, Jeremiah 3:19. Egypt shall mourn. I was just now. Let me see this real quick. Right, Joel 3:19. Egypt shall be a desolation, and Edom shall be a desolate wilderness for the violence against the children of Judah, because they have shed innocent blood in their land. Right? The Lord is going to make them a desolate wilderness. Joel 2:3. A fire devoured before them, there's the missiles, and behind them a flame of burn it. Right? Because the head is in the warhead, and the tail is the propellant or the rocket, right? Fire in front and fire behind. And the land is as a garden of Eden before them, Idan, lush vegetation, and behind them is a desolate wilderness. When they hit, everything's going to be burnt up. Yea, again, and nothing shall escape them. Ezekiel 6:14. So I will stretch out my hand upon them and make the land desolate, yea, more desolate than the wilderness towards Dilbalat in all their habitation, and they shall know that I am Yahweh. You see, they shall know that I am Yahweh, right? Right. And yeah, that's about it there. We can actually close with let me see this here real quick. Isaiah chapter 30. Isaiah 34. For my sword shall be bathed in heaven, and 5. Isaiah 34:5. For my sword shall be Salakia. Bathed in heaven. Behold, which heaven is the rulership of Esau and Edom. Behold, it shall come down upon Idumea, Esau and Edom. It shall come down upon Idumea, upon the people of my curse to judgment. It's the sword of the Lord is filled with blood. It is made fat with the fatness of the blood of the lambs and of the goats. Right? So the lambs and the goats, 2/3 of Israel, and what? The goats, Esau and Edom, and these nations. With the fat of the kidneys of rams, the Lord had a sacrifice in Bozrah, and in the great slaughter in the land of Idumea. Right? Right? It says the unicorns shall come down with them, and the bullocks and the bulls, and their land shall be soaked with blood, and their dust made fat with the fatness. For it is the day of the Lord's vengeance, and the year of recompense for the controversy of Zion, nation of Israel, the Zion monument. Right? Actually, the two nations, the northern kingdom and the southern kingdom, we oppress both together in America. It shall not be quenched night nor day. The smoke thereof shall go up forever, from generation to generation, and it shall lie waste. None shall pass through it forever. But the cormorant and the bittern shall possess it. The owl also and the raven shall dwell in it, and he shall stretch out upon it the line of confusion and the stones of emptiness. They shall call the nobles thereof to the kingdom, but none shall be there, and her princes shall be nothing. And thorns shall come up in her palaces, nettles and brambles in the fortresses thereof, and shall be the habitation of dragons and the court of owls. Right? The Lord is going to destroy Babylon the Great, America, with a sword destruction and a strong hand. Mighty, he shall prevail. With that I say shalom to the elect. DTA, Abad Babal.